watching from Ocala, and it is nice and cool for you folks there at 61 degrees right now. Let us take you to one of our many weather cams. How about Claremont? Currently 70 degrees, forecasting a high of 87 later this afternoon, along with humidity levels that will begin to rise, and that'll make it feel not as comfy out there as we've had over the last several days. So we were kind of spoiled with this fall preview. And I think for the rest of the week, we're pretty much downhill as far as that goes. We're going to return to summer here by the time we get into Tuesday, and especially on Wednesday. Checking out other readings in Palmco 77. It is 71 in Orlando, and nice and cool a little further north. Now, as we expand the view on our Weather Plus computer, you'll be able to see the current temperatures for the rest of the southeastern U.S. Yesterday at this hour, if you're watching on Weekend Sunrise, 45 was the reading in Charlotte. They're now up to 58 at the same time. So you get the idea here. Things are warming up across the southeast, not as comfortable, not as cool. And even Miami at this hour is 79 degrees. And all with the southeasterly wind over the next several days, we'll be talking about temperatures that'll go the other way. We're going to be above average. But the rain chance is not coming back until middle part of the week because we still have this expansive area of orange here, which is the dry air in the mid and upper levels. We've had shower activity with the easterly flow, but they're low top showers. Can't get anything going in the vertical because of that dry air. But that dry air will begin to erode and be replaced by some tropical moisture, which is now essentially across Florida Straits. But this will begin to move up to the north as we hit through the middle part of the week, and that will bump up our rain chances. We're going to go from the nice weather we've had to essentially rain chances to about 50% by the time we get into the middle part of the week. Late in the period now, we're watching this other front here that may make it through next weekend, and that's our next shot of some dry air. But a lot of things will be tweaked between now and then, so we'll have to see if that actually happens. Some of our models not trying to push this through here. So for now, this is what we're going to be looking at. A rainy pattern beginning on Tuesday and lasting right through the end of the week, and then we'll try to get in some dry air for you in time for the weekend. But the rain chances do increase, and we're talking rain chances above average now that we're in our dry season to about 50%. This is our tropical satellite imagery here. We have this elongated area of disturbed weather, nothing imminent, nothing developing. Southwestern Caribbean, we have this feature next to Honduras. Proximity to land will inhibit any kind of tropical development. So we're pretty quiet here, and we should be because we're now essentially going downhill as far as the numbers. Tropical cyclone activity diminishes significantly in the months of October and November. The season ends 30th of November. East winds today 10 to 15. Temperatures in the mid and upper 80s with high pressure to our north, and with that trough I showed you to the south. In between, we're going to be looking at strong winds 10 to 15 for interior counties, but along the coast we're going to be gusting to 20 miles an hour. That's going to be a problem for boaters. We have small craft caution and also the rip current threat along with that as well. Let us then talk about the extended forecast here. Rain chance is only about 20% for Tuesday, but then on Wednesday, there it is, with the arrival of that tropical moisture from the south, we're going to have those rain chances at 50% Wednesday, Thursday, down to 40% on a Friday. And again, there's that dry air trying to work its way here through the weekend. But look at the overnight temperatures, Kimberly Williams, in the low 70s. Just warm stuff right back at.
I've looked this morning at Daytona Beach where it is 45 degrees, but it feels like it is 40 degrees.
Yeah, it got chilly last night. The temperature fell like a rock, and now we're still feeling it this morning, Ivan.
Yes, it has fallen significantly, and the breeze is out there. You can certainly feel it as you step outside. The wind chills are in the 30s in some areas. Take a look now at the temperatures across the southeast. My goodness, 19 degrees in Charlotte. And it is 22 right now in Atlanta, 35 in Jacksonville. We are below freezing north of Jacksonville, but here we're still above 32, but it feels like it's in the 30s in many areas as the wind is continuing to be gusty. We were talking about this yesterday, the cold air arriving with that cold north wind. 41 at Ocala, the current reading 47 at Orlando, and 43 at Daytona Beach. But look at the 24-hour temperature drop. It is now 20 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. At the same time in the Villages, 13 degrees cooler in Sanford and 15 degrees cooler in Daytona Beach. You get the idea. Along with the cool weather comes the wind, and you factor in the wind and the temperature, and of course you get the wind chill, and the wind chills right now with current wind gusts in the 20s, are in the mid-30s in Ocala. Feels 42 in Orlando. Feels like 39 in Daytona Beach. Cold stuff. Southeast, though, right now, high pressure building in. Look at the absence of cloud cover here. That frontal boundary now to our south. We're going to continue with fair weather, I do think, for the next couple of days, but then we're going to have to watch a disturbance that will be developing to our west. Here's the front south of us. A breezy day for today. That'll be a problem for the Atlantic waters. Show you the marine forecast in a jiffy here. Here comes the low, though. There is going to be a disturbance. It's going to be a quick mover, but it does arrive late day Saturday, interrupting our weekend with a few showers. But by Sunday, we're back into the sunshine, so it looks good for the weekend, although we're going to have to contend with those late-day showers through the day on Saturday. Highs today, much cooler and drier now. Temperatures in the low 60s, upper 50s in Ocala, and the same deal in Palm Coast. And again, feeling a little bit cooler out there with that brisk wind that we're going to have to deal with, and that wind is also going to be causing problems for boaters. 5 to 7 foot seas on a northeast wind between 15 and 20. Choppy conditions for the intracoastal. 58 degree will be the water temperature. These are going to be your overnight lows tonight. 43 in Ocala, 47 in Orlando, and your 7-day forecast will show those showers coming in late day Saturday. Temperatures, though, by Sunday recovering nicely in the upper 60s. We'll be back into some sunshine, and then another disturbance moves in for the middle part of next week with highs in the 70s.